Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me today. So, this is going to feel a little interesting because I'm doing another Friday video, but it's a crop challenge from Hollywood, the Scrappy Hollywood crop with my little scrapbook store. And we're doing the last challenge, which I believe was 24. Yes, and it is the mood board. And I'm going by the large Hollywood sign. So we're going to do a large title. So I'm going to be scrapping again about the gathering we had in October of 2025. And we're using these. Are these from Simple Stories? Who do these? I don't even know who do these things. I think it might be Bella Boulevard. But anywho, they always give you the letters to cut out your pattern papers. So you don't have to like figure it out, lay it down. You can literally cut out each letter and they give you multiple. So if there's two T's, like there's the and best, you get two T's in your patterns. So I'm just cutting out. I'm going to show you the first couple of letters and then we'll go ahead and skip forward and I'll show you the final project just so that way we don't have to sit through the entire thing because I have done these before on my channel. I love these things. The templates from Simple Stories, anything that can help in creating a layout quickly and have it still be something that I think is cute or pretty at the end, I'm all down for. Okay. Now, I am going to tell you if you have the more precision tip, that's probably the better way to go with these. Mine is the thicker knob on the glue gun. So I do have a little bit more glue, but I don't worry about it because it'll dry clear. Okay. So we just keep getting our letters. Now we're going to use the E or H. I'm sorry. I said E. We're going to cut out the H. Now, I will tell you, when you get to certain letters, you are going to have to be mindful on which direction you are cutting it out from. And sometimes you may have to flip the letter like backwards. So that way when it cuts out, if you're using the underneath pattern, it'll cut facing the correct direction. Thankfully, you guys don't see what I go through to do the S because I do that part off camera, but just take it from me. I'm not going to steer you guys wrong. Just be mindful. Certain letters do have to go a very specific direction. Okay. All right. And there we have the H. And then we're going to do the final E. And then we'll go ahead and skip forward. So I hope you guys, if you're a part of my little scrapbook store, you've been enjoying the scrappies. It's so much fun to do the online crops. They're free and, everyone can participate. It's all about using the prompts to create a project, right? So whether you do cards, whether you do layouts or journals or I don't know, like project lifestyle, crafting, it doesn't matter. The thing that we are trying to do is to get everybody to use your products, right? Use what you have on hand and have fun while you're doing it. All right, so let's get this E on. And we're just going to hit the back again. And then glue that down, and then there you have the. And we're just going to do that for the rest of the letters and the big day. And now I'm going to remove this, and here is our final project. So the best day, we're going to be using this blue, it's 12 by 12, but I actually left the little edge on it because on the back side of this particular paper, you don't see the strip. And I like that it covered more area, which allowed for our large title to kind of fill up the entire space, right? So we're going to put at the bottom here the best day, and then we're going to create some layers here on the like bottom right and left side, and then the picture is going to go right up in the top part. But we're going to still, I put it up too high. I think I like it better, obviously, like that. And then that way I'll have a little bit more room, breather room between the photo and the edge up at the top. All right, and we get that glued down. And I'm just using my clear block to kind of just hold it down, let the glue adhere while we start adding some more pieces. And I started doing like not big clusters, but just little mini ones as we like create these little areas. And I like how they have been turning out as I do them more and more. We're going to go ahead and attach our photo so we can get that down. And then we can add some more elements on the bottom part of the photo. And then up on the upper right, I have what looks like a prize ribbon that I'm going to put up at the top. All right, now we got that glued down, put in the clear mat or clear block on top of that. And now I'm going to put some foam behind the camera. I'm going to put a little bit of height on that. It's going to be the only thing that really has like a lot of height on it, because we're using some of the, I think it's the pink fresh foam. I just had some on the side, so I'm using that. And then I'm just going to glue this one straight down. I've been doing a lot in the upper right hand sides of my layouts lately. I've been liking that look. Just a little something. It doesn't have to be a whole lot. Now on this one, I'm like, I'm going to use a few things here that I really don't know when I'll be able to use it, right? This light that you would put on a desk, I'm like, when am I going to use that? I don't know. But this was a crafting retreat, so I'm using the light. I've got the scissors, which I think I wind up cutting 2 of those scissors off because you're not going to see them, because I'm going to wind up putting something else on top in the front. So stay tuned for that. So don't be afraid to cut up your ephemera pieces. Make them, look how you want. You know what I'm saying? You have the ability to do that. All right. And then we're going to go ahead and glue this down. Oh, the typewriter. So yeah, so I do cut the other scissors off because I was like, I'm going to be covering them up with the scissors, so there was no point in saving it. All right. And then we can use them on another layout, because we still have tons of paper. So having those little elements will be helpful. And then I'm putting a little button down there at the bottom. So that little cluster is done. And then for the center of the camera, and then to kind of sprinkle around, I'm going to use some of these enamel dots that I got from one of the 49 and Market collections. It went really well with this pink, so I'm just going to go ahead and lay these down. And whenever I'm using these, I always put a little dab of glue, because we have one in the camera. I'm just going to put 2 more up there, and then I'm going to put 3 down here on the left side. All right, and we're going to do the big one there. I think the tiny one, and then the medium. Right in the center of the little button. All right. And then it's that time. Y'all, this went by fast, right? Well, it helps that I sped it up. But we are doing some gold splatters. And then I'm also going to do some white splatters. And real quick, did I do any other color? Yes. So after we do the white splatters, I am going to grab the solar spray. Yeah, the solar spray from Simon Hurley, and it's in the blue, and I wanted to use it because on the dark color papers, it sort of stands out. It's not very shimmery just looking on. You get the shimmer whenever you tilt the page. That's like the little surprise that you get. but I wanted to use it instead of the black because I wanted a blue element, and I didn't have any of my blue spritz on my desk. So this is what I went with. And there you go. I love how this came out, and it's super simple. Most of the layout is the large title, which is where I'm getting inspiration from, the big Hollywood sign in the mood board. Okay, so if you had any troubles with that, I hope that helps you guys in being inspired and using the mood board, and have some fun. We are such an easygoing group, and we just want everyone to have fun, craft, use your products, and, have a good time. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you have a great weekend, and I will see you guys with our next video.